Hi guys, this is Yashani. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a coursometer. It's my own sensor. Basically what it is that it can measure the roughness or coarseness of a surface. Like say suppose if I put a sandpaper on it, then it should be able to measure the difference between the sandpaper and the glossy surface of a magazine. So, alright, so let's get started. The things we're going to need are an LED, red LED 3mm standard, 330 ohm resistor, an LDR, light dependent resistor. You can find these at all these parts in like any electronics storeroom, and a potentiometer, 10K potentiometer, and of course assorted wires. Single core always works best. And also we'll need a microcontroller to communicate with the computer. So I'm using the Arduino. If you know any other microcontrollers, then any should do as long as they have analog inputs. And I'm going to be using a breadboard to show you how to make it, and then I will post the schematics and the PCB design so you can make them if you feel like it. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so the first step of the design is to put the alright, first of all I'm gonna connect the grounds and the 5-volt lines. So the ground on the Arduino right there will go into the right slot of the strips. So basically, if y'all don't know, then the breadboard, these strips from here to here are all connected, each line, and these strips along the middle section are connected. So alright, so let's get started. So we put the ground into the right strip, we put the 5-volt into the left strip, and now we have energized both ground and the 5-volt supply lines. Alright, now for the fun part. Now we put the LED in. Make sure that the LED, the long pin, the LED is a diode, the light emitting diode, so make sure you put it the right way around. So I'm gonna put the ground cathode pin into directly into the power supply, while I put the anode into one of the pins on the board. I'm using 10, so yeah. And the 330 ohm resistor in series with the diode, with the LED, just to ensure that it doesn't burn out with excess current, which is very possible and has happened several times. Alright, now we will connect with the yellow jumper wire. It doesn't have to be yellow, it could be any color, but I like to use yellow and I will connect that to the digital 12 pin on the Arduino. So yeah, digital 12 pin on the Arduino. Okay, now we'll go with now we'll start creating the LDR sensor. So we'll put the LDR in. Basically, how the LDR works is, as light increases, the intensity of light increases, the resistance decreases. I'll be explaining this in more detail later, so this is just like a brief overview for you to understand what it is. So alright, so we'll be connecting the potentiometer. The middle one is going to go into the same strip as the LDR, while the positive voltage is going to go on another strip. So yeah, just bear that in mind, because the potentiometer works by regulating voltage. By regulating voltage. So keep that in mind, that the middle pin will go into the same strip as the LDR, while the red or the positive will go into another strip. Alright, and one more wire to connect the other pin of the LDR to ground to complete the circuit. Alright, and of course we will be using I'm just switching the pins around because I don't have a long enough jumper wire for the other one otherwise. Alright, so this is a 12 pin. Alright, so then this jumper wire is going to be connected from the same pin as the strip where on the breadboard where the LDR and the potentiometer are connected, and this is going to analog 0. Basically what it is going to be is that the potentiometer and the LDR will act as they'll be acting as like a voltage divider. So basically when to give information into the Arduino, the Atmega 328 processor. So alright, just let me finish the circuit and I'll explain it in more detail. Alright, so and then we put the we just energize the entire sensor part of the circuit by adding to the remaining red pin of the power pin of the potentiometer and connecting it to 5 volts. Alright, that should be perfect. Alright, now what we're going to do is I'm going to explain to you how this whole thing works, and then we'll come back and we'll run this thing and I'll show you how it works. And also I created a breadboard and I'll show you how it works on the breadboard as well. Alright, so yeah, hold on.